have to wait for their kick-off. Their game against Chesterfield today called off because of a waterlogged pitch.
And that's a real pity. Wealdstone as well, also one of the inaugural members of the Alliance Premier League, as was, and Altrincham, Weymouth, Wealdstone, teams that played each other a lot in the 80s and 90s.
Good tackle there by Wakefield, chance for McQuaid, and it's good conditions for shooting, but that one was saved easily enough by Tony Thompson. As Wakefield gets that one in, it's cleared away in the end by Williams. Good play by Tom Pears now then. Costello unfortunately is on the wet part of the pitch, so he can't run as fast as he might like. Decent ball in. Hancock had to leave it because he was offside, and Cisse couldn't quite get there. I think it was aimed for Josh Hancock, but he knew he was offside. As Wakefield knocks that one from nice flick on by Murray. Then White has to be alert, and was. Murray looks a decent little player, and that's a nice ball in there and driven into the side netting. It was a difficult angle. I think he'd probably have been better trying to cross that one, Cody Cook, rather than trying to shoot.
Without a doubt, the better option was to try and pick out McQuaid.
Vincent, who brings that one forward, and far side, that's a foul by Costello, who's going to get a yellow card for that challenge. It was certainly not particularly close to the ball. I think it's fair to say that in his career, Matty Costello has not been a stranger to the odd yellow card.
No, Phil Parkinson describes him as being a little bit like Jordan Hume. So yeah, that's not a bad thing. You need to play. You need one or two players who play on the edge. I've got to say, very impressed with Cameron Murray. He's been really good down the left-hand side. He's just popped up on the right-hand midfield position here, mopping things up for Weymouth, and he's been really good in the opening half.
Ball in as my chair decides it's going to go down a hole in the gantry. Nothing particularly dangerous happened as Cook smacks the shot over the bar and the half-time whistle goes. So a first half in which we feel like both sides have been taking on the conditions as much as each other. Probably no surprise in the prevailing weather that we go to half-time at 0-0, and you increasingly get the feeling that probably one goal might decide this game. Trying to get the ball to the influential Murray. Good play though by Densmore. And I think Altrincham on dry ground with Cisse, trying to use that pace. It's good defending by Brooks. Good challenge though by Cisse, doing good defensive work at the other end this time. Hancock as he slips. Costello is a great effort and wins the corner, and that was really clever play by Costello, because it really didn't look to be anything on at all, and he manufactured a chance out of nothing.
Well, that's the best we've seen from Altrincham so far. Yusufu Cisse again won the ball back, never gave up, and he's the man who instigated the chance. But Costello, good effort, and if he'd have caught that, if it hadn't got the deflection, it'd be interesting to see where that one would have ended up.
Murray, very good player down this left-hand side. That's a useful run. I guess the low centre of gravity is probably an advantage in these conditions, and I think Jake Moult has incurred the wrath of referee Herteg, who adds his name to that of Matty Costello. As Harfield curls that one in. Thompson's nowhere near that one, and it's headed behind for a goal kick. Consecutive season in which Altrincham started with a home game, and they haven't won any of the previous 5. So it's not necessarily been a good thing from Altringham's point of view. Good play by Hancock though. Pears, maybe an opportunity. He slipped as he went to hit it. It was deflected by Jordan.
That's a good effort, a decent effort. Great little flick there from Josh Hancock.
Would be good to see that as Williams gets the corner. It's a good corner. That's terrible goalkeeping. It's off the line. I don't think there was any question of it being over the line.
It wasn't very far away.
It was not good goalkeeping at all by Bycroft. And I think the more high crosses Altrincham can get into the penalty area, the better. I know it's not their normal game. Costello doing well to dig that one out down the right-hand side. So Altrincham putting the pressure on, and yeah, Bycroft doesn't look so good in the air, does he?
He certainly had one or two slightly dodgy moments, and that will give Altrincham some cause for optimism, because they've certainly started to put their game together now.
Yeah, they've looked more likely to score in this second half so far than they did in the first half. Hancock nice on the right-hand side. Probably about time they won an opening day home game. Don't know why we always seem to finish up playing at home. Plays that one forward nicely there, Des, but that's a good ball. Misunderstanding in the defence. And Piers might have been better trying to pull it back.
Cisse just showed a little bit too much there.
Not McCarthy's best pass, so a chance for Altrincham maybe to counter with Hancock. Densmore got a bit of space to run into. He's also got a bit of water to run through. Actually, found a quite dry spot and a decent shot just wide of the near post, and that's probably as close as Altrincham have come, apart from the corner that was smuggled off the line.
Decent effort. Don't think Brian Stock will be too happy with the way that his defence retreated.
And referee Herzog calls a halt for no entirely obvious reason. He's pointing. Oh, we're going to have some more sweeping of water off the pitch. So referee Herzog's obviously decided that things have got a little too damp out underfoot over on the near side, so both players take a drink break. I think great credit to Adam Herzog. He really has gone out of his way to make sure that this game can finish. Brian rightly points out the rain's getting even harder. It's getting a bit more horizontal again. You can probably see it on your pictures as Malarkey hoists that one forward. Cleared away on the edge of the penalty area by Harfield. Molt to Densmore. Oof, just get across in. Miller's going to get that, actually. Nice turn by Miller, good defending. Williams gets challenging. There goes the final whistle. And a match which we doubted would start, let alone finish, in awful weather conditions, has taken place and has ended in Altrincham's first goalless draw for 2.5 years. A match that was a credit to the fighting qualities of both teams, a match very, very short on goalmouth incident.